You ever notice how easy money always sounds the most believable when you're tired? Honestly, I didn't wake up wanting to do anything illegal. I just wanted relief. Like 1 month where my bank app didn't scare me. And when that opportunity showed up on my screen, it felt harmless. Not good, not noble, just a shortcut. Looking back, that's the part that still makes my stomach drop. Let me go back a bit. At the time, I was in that in-between stage of life where you're technically an adult, but you're still doing math in your head before buying coffee. I had a job that paid enough, which is another way of saying it paid just enough to keep me stressed. I was scrolling a lot. Late nights, random videos, people talking about digital income, remote work, freelancing without skills. And I won't lie, it started to get to me. Because everyone online looked calm. Like money was just a system they figured out, and I was the idiot still working overtime for small raises. Then one day, I saw a post in a group. Something like, "Need people for quick online tasks, daily payout, no experience." It wasn't flashy. That's what made it feel real. I messaged the number. Within minutes, I got a reply from someone who sounded professional in that copy-paste way. They called it a client acquisition program. They said it was simple. Help businesses get more visibility, process basic orders, confirm payments, earn commission. They even used words like freelance support and campaign tracking. And I remember thinking, okay, this is just online work. People do this. They added me to a chat group, like 40 people. Everyone was posting screenshots. Payment received, commission added, thanks admin. It was weird, but it also worked on my brain. It felt like walking into a room where everyone already understood the rules, and you just don't want to be the one guy asking dumb questions. The first task was almost insulting. Like, click a link, follow a page, take a screenshot, send it back. I did it, and they sent me a small payment. Not a lot, but real. That's the dangerous part. That first proof. Because once you see money land in your account, your mind starts defending the whole thing. You stop asking, "Is this legit?" and you start asking, "How do I do more?" Over the next few days, the tasks got a little more serious. They introduced something called bundles, where you'd process larger orders to earn higher commission. They framed it like leveling up, like a game. And here's where my brain split in two. One side was like, this is too smooth. Why are they paying me for this? The other side was like, you're finally making extra money. Don't overthink it. Don't sabotage yourself. They asked me to create accounts on a couple platforms. Nothing crazy. Then they asked me to use my own payment method temporarily to process an order, and they'd reimburse immediately with commission. I stared at that message for a long time, because it wasn't just clicking anymore. It was my name, my card, my details. I even typed, "Is this safe?" then deleted it. I didn't want to sound scared, which is ridiculous, right? But that's how it pulls you in. It makes hesitation feel like weakness. So I told myself, just try once. Small amount. Test it. And when the reimbursement came back fast, with a little extra, my chest actually loosened. I remember sitting there thinking, okay, maybe I've been paranoid. Maybe this is just modern work. But then the admin messaged me privately. They said I was doing great. They said I could qualify for a higher tier, and they sent the next order amount. It was way bigger. Big enough that my hands went cold while holding my phone, because suddenly, this wasn't side money anymore. It was a decision. Honestly, I wish I could say I immediately knew it was wrong and walked away. I didn't. What I did instead was open my banking app and start calculating. If I put this through and they reimburse like before, I'd make in one day what I usually made in 2 weeks of overtime. That's what my brain kept repeating. At the time, it didn't feel like greed. It felt like catching up. I told myself, "You're not stealing, you're just processing." That word, processing, made it sound technical, neutral, like I was just a middle step in something normal. So I did it. The money left my account. For about 15 minutes, my heart wouldn't slow down. I kept refreshing the chat, watching other people post their confirmations. Then the reimbursement came. Bigger than before, with commission. And that's when something shifted inside me. Not excitement, more like validation. Like I had crossed an invisible line and nothing bad happened. So maybe the line wasn't real. Over the next week, I did 3 more orders. Each one larger, each one faster. They started calling me trusted. They said I was reliable. I won't lie, that felt good. Because in my real life, I was just another employee, replaceable. Here, I was important. But the structure started changing. They began sending pre-written messages for me to copy and paste to clients. I didn't know who these clients were. They said I was helping confirm transactions. Sometimes I had to create accounts under my name to verify activity. One night, I asked in the group, "Where are these clients from?" No one answered directly, just more screenshots, more payment received. Looking back, that silence was louder than anything. Then one morning, I woke up to 3 notifications from my bank. Unusual activity detected, transaction under review, temporary hold placed on my account. My stomach dropped in a way I can't fully describe. It wasn't panic at first, it was confusion. Like, what do you mean unusual? I've been doing this all week. I messaged the admin immediately. No response. I checked the group. It was gone. Just gone. I searched the number. Profile photo removed. That's the moment everything rewired in my head. All the language they used, tasks, bundles, tiers, it stripped away instantly. What was left was simple. My name, my bank, my accounts. Later that day, I got a call from the bank's fraud department. Calm voice, professional questions. "Did you authorize these transfers? Do you know the recipients? Are you aware these funds are linked to reported scams?" That word, scams. I felt heat in my face. I tried explaining. Online work, commission, reimbursements. Even while saying it out loud, it sounded weak. The woman on the phone didn't accuse me. She didn't need to. She just said, "Sir, from our records, you are the sender." That sentence stuck. Because legally, I wasn't a victim clicking random links. I was the account moving money, the traceable one. Over the next few weeks, my account stayed restricted. I had to submit statements, screenshots, explanations. Some of the funds were flagged as part of a larger fraud network. Authorities were reviewing multiple accounts. And here's the part that's hard to admit. I kept replaying the early signs in my head. The copy-paste language, the fake urgency, the way they discouraged too many questions. It was all there, but I ignored it. Not because I'm evil, not because I wanted to scam anyone, but because I wanted it to be real. That's the trap. It doesn't feel like crime. It feels like opportunity. It feels like you finally getting ahead. And by the time you realize what it actually is, your name is already attached to it. Looking back, I didn't join a scam because I'm some mastermind. I joined because I was tired, and I chose the shortcut. And shortcuts don't erase the distance. They just move the consequences closer.